All right, welcome everybody. All right, this is part 2 of our Leader Live. So we will get started here in just a moment as people hop on. I know I'm just a couple minutes late. I was having technical difficulties and or animal difficulties, so that way he didn't interrupt us this time like he did last time. So we are going to be talking about right now rededication ceremonies. So welcome aboard, and we're actually going to do our own kind of rededication ceremony, one of my favorites, because I get to make a snack. So who doesn't love that? So as you guys are joining us, feel free, pop in the comment log your name, what region you're from, and the age level of girls that you have. So go ahead, whether you're from the north, which is Toledo, central, which is Lima and Dayton, or the south, which is Cincinnati, which is where I'm from. So my name is Casey Ranella. I am a troop support manager here in the south. And like I mentioned before, we are going to be talking about all things rededication ceremonies with your girls and how to kick off your Girl Scout year with a rededication ceremony. And sneak peek, we are going to be making a nice little fun snack here. You guys get a peek at my kitchen. But we are going to be making a fun snack because who doesn't like gorp? So again, feel free, pop in the comments your name, what region you're from, and the age level of girls that you have. I'd love to know where everybody is from because I know we go up and down that I-75 corridor. So go ahead and pop those in there, and we'll get started here in just a second as we get people rolling in. All right. Welcome, everyone. Go ahead, pop your name in that comment section along with what region you're from and what age level girls you have. All right. So we are going to go ahead and get started. So a little earlier, we were talking about investiture ceremony, so how to welcome those new girls in. Right now at this now it's 7:20. So this 7:20 slot, we're talking about rededication. So getting your girls excited to come back into Girl Scouts, kicking it off right with a rededication ceremony. So tonight we're going to talk about those things, or right now we're going to talk about all those things. So as we mentioned before, Girl Scouts across the country use different ceremonies to mark special events throughout the year. Things like bridging to another level, earning their National Leadership Journey Awards, earning their Girl Scout Bronze, Silver, and Gold Awards, and even welcoming or returning back to Girl Scouts. So those investiture ceremonies for those new girls and those rededication ceremonies for those girls who are coming back. Rededication ceremonies are a great way to kick off your Girl Scout year and get the girls excited about what's coming up this year and the things that they get to do. Maybe they just bridge to a new level. So they're really excited to learn about the different things that they get to do, maybe from brownies to juniors, like trying out that archery course at camp, or getting to go horseback riding, or that climbing wall, or even maybe doing some of those awesome new journeys that we've got. I know, or those new badges. I know we just came out with some cool automotive badges I'm kind of excited about. So getting those girls excited about those things, and really important in your rededication ceremony. These ceremonies can be as simple as you want, just like we talked about in that investiture ceremony earlier today. And they're completely customizable to your troop and your troop style. So, and what works for your troop may not work for another troop, but your girls have decided they really want to take the lead and they want to do those things. So that's awesome. Use that girl-led piece in your rededication ceremony. So like we mentioned earlier, an investiture ceremony welcomes new members into Girl Scouts, while those rededication ceremonies, which we're talking about right now, are a great way for returning members to kick off the Girl Scout troop year and renew their commitment to the Girl Scout Promise and the Girl Scout Law. So both ceremonies at their core, again, are traditions that allow us to reflect on the ideals of the Girl Scout movement and the empowering journey girls and the millions of Girl Scouts who've come before them will undertake. Depending on your troop's members, you might decide to hold a combination investiture and rededication ceremony, and that's totally okay. So a rededication ceremony itself does not need to be formal or elaborate, like I said before. In fact, it has only 3 requirements. So it's one is the fact that the girls recite the promise, whether they do that individually or as a group. Number 2 is that they receive their membership year pin. So for daisies, they get that daisy pin. For brownies, they get that brownie pin. And for juniors on up, they get that traditional Treefil membership pin. You can also, I know one thing my troop leader used to do when I was younger was she would give us our discs. So our colored discs and stars that went for the number of years that we had been in Girl Scouts. Something that's really special for rededication ceremonies, excuse me, are that returning members recommit themselves to the Girl Scout law and promise as they kick off a fun Girl Scout year. So again, that's all there is to it. There's 3 parts, just like our investiture ceremony. The rest is up to you and your girls. And typically, a ceremony is designed around 3 major parts. So again, your opening, your main section, where you actually do your rededication, and then your closing, where you leave the girls with an inspiring takeaway. So start with these sections as your guide, and you can build on your ceremony depending on the girls that you have in your troop and what they like to do. Again, investiture and rededication ceremonies should 100%, the girls should be involved in something that they want to do. So again, if you have girls that like to sing those camp songs. If you have girls that like to act, maybe do a skit, or, you know, any other things that they like to do. Maybe your troop has their own tradition. So when it comes to investitures and rededications, from the very beginning, Girl Scout ceremonies have been observed to reinforce values and pass on traditions and give life to the belief in the promise and law by highlighting accomplishments that illustrate the Girl Scout beliefs. Ceremonies also reinforce the Girl Scout heritage by reminding us of the contributions made by the women who nurtured the movement in its infancy and began so many of its great traditions. These special rituals form a framework for today's actions and provide inspiration for our future. So with that being said, we're going to get into today's rededication ceremony, which again is one of my favorites. If anybody has heard of GORP, go ahead, pop it in that comment box. What does GORP stand for? I'll give everybody a couple of seconds here. What does GORP stand for? If you know, winner. I would love to know. See, test everybody's Girl Scout trivia. I'm not seeing anything in that comment box just yet, but while I'm waiting for everybody to pop those guesses in, I'm going to put in a link for everybody here for Girl Scout traditions, investitures and rededication ceremonies. Nice little link here. Let me go ahead. This is a great link to the Girl Scouts of USA page, and it is for celebrating investitures, rededication ceremonies. It's got all kinds of those fun things in there. So I didn't see any guesses, so I'll just go ahead and tell you guys, twist my arm. GORP stands for Good Old Raisins and Peanuts. And so what this ceremony is for, it provides a snack for your girls, which is awesome. Who doesn't like a good snack? But also, each item that we are going to put into our GORP has a meaning behind it. So the instructions for these are in our Fast Fundamental. I will make sure to post these instructions at the end of our leader live tonight. I won't forget. I won't leave you guys hanging, but I'll make sure you guys have these. So the instructions are, have you ever wondered what goes into making a Girl Scout? Well, we have a recipe for you to make with your girls to show what Girl Scouts are all about. So you guys will notice, and you guys will get this, I promise. I will make sure to post the instructions. But as each line is read, you add the food item to a large bowl. You can always feel free to substitute any of the items if you have girls that have allergies, or you can even edit it below. I know a lot of times what I've done in the past is I've actually laid everything out in separate bowls, and girls can go ahead and they can serve themselves, so they get to make their own GORP. But so number one is we have M&Ms. Who doesn't love M&Ms? I mean, come on, right? So all Girl Scouts come in all colors and from cities and towns. So every Girl Scout is a sister, no matter what she looks like or how she sounds. So we're gonna add our M&Ms to our bowl. So that's when you have the girls. We used to always do that. Every girl had an item, so we could go and we could add in our items here. So I'm gonna add my M&Ms in there so you guys can see. Got my bowl here. All right, so that's our first. Girl Scouts come in all colors. So from cities and towns, every Girl Scout is a sister, no matter what she looks like or how she sounds. So we added our M&Ms. All right, number 2. Some of us are tall, some of us are small. When we get together, size does not matter at all. Add pretzels and marshmallows. So I have some pretzel sticks. I'm not gonna add all of them, obviously, but I have pretzel sticks here. So we're gonna add the pretzel sticks in here. Sorry, that's really loud. There we go. So I've got my pretzel sticks and then our marshmallows, because it said add pretzel sticks and marshmallows. So I'm gonna add my marshmallows in here. I like sweet and salty together, so we're gonna have a lot more salty and sweet here. All right, so now we've got our M&Ms, our pretzels, and our marshmallows. Next is Chex cereal. Any kind, you can really use any kind of cereal you want, but Chex cereal here. And it says, with our words and our actions, we show that we care. We try to do our best to be fair and square, and we add our Chex cereal. So I'm gonna add some cereal in here. Boom. All right. This is not for Echo. All right, so we have our Chex cereal. And then next we have, sometimes we act a little nuts. Again, this is when you can choose to add different items if you guys want to, based on girls, if you guys have girls with allergies, things like that. But sometimes we act a little nuts. We love to joke and play. We would love to put a Girl Scout smile into everyone's day. So we're gonna add some peanuts or any other kind of nut, or you can just leave those out if you want to. Your choice. I'm gonna add in my peanuts here. So again, my bowl is getting pretty full. As we can see, all those layers in there already, which is awesome. All right, so when we get together, we make circles so round. It is our never-ending friendships to which we are bound. So we're gonna add Cheerios, and it looks like I forgot to add my Cheerios. So you will add Cheerios into your mix as well. So Cheerios, which are a circle, they go round. All right, and then when we are planning and working, we just do not stop. We keep ourselves busy all around. We will pop. So you add some popcorn. So I popped some popcorn a little bit ago, and I'm gonna put it right in there. All right, again, we can see my bowl is getting a little full here. Alrighty, and then we respect all creatures if they are big or if they are small. The earth is our home and is the room here for, and there is room here for all. So we add goldfish crackers or animal crackers. So I've got my goldfish crackers here. Gonna add those in there. All right. Let's see. So that was number 7. Number 8. It was 1912 when Juliet Lowe started us off. And like the girls back then, we are just chips off the old block. So you can add butterscotch, chocolate, or white chocolate chips, whichever your girls decide. So I have chocolate chips, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add those in to my mix here. A little too many, but that's okay. All right, so add those in. And then number 9 is we get a kick out of learning and doing new things and a kick out of helping others and spending time with our friends. So add some Kix cereal. So again, there's a couple different cereals in here you guys can exchange out if you want to, your choice. I'm not a fan of Kix cereal, so I did not add it in. But it's there if you guys would like it. And finally, the last kind of step there says when we were your previous age level, so whether you're brownies, daisies, juniors, cadets, seniors, and ambassadors. So we'll say daisies for now. So when we were daisies, we were fresh, new, and rare, but now we are brownies and have experience to share. Added together, the number of years our girls have spent in Girl Scouts comes to, so if you're going to be brownies, it'll be 2. And so you'll add raisins counting out loud, or each girl can contribute the number of raisins that represent the number of years she's been in Girl Scouts. So I just have a box of raisins here, a couple boxes of raisins that I'm gonna add in. So the girls can add in raisins if they want to. So I'm gonna pop those in there, because I do like raisins. A little weird, I know, but that's okay. Raisins have some good qualities. I like raisins. All right, so once you have all of your ingredients added. Here, let me get my last bit of raisins out of here. There we go. So as you guys can see, my giant bucket here of s'mores. So once you have that with your girls, so you recite, now we stir to the left and we stir to the right. We mix together with all our might. We welcome our troop to another great year and hope the memories they make they will always hold dear. So now this recipe is complete. We look upon what we have created. Each of our ingredients went into our recipe separately, just like each of our girls came into our troop separately. As the ingredients mix to form one dish, our girls mix to form a troop. But even as we look upon our mix, we can still see each ingredient as separate and unique. Our girls bring each of their own unique talents and characteristics to our troop to make it what it is. So it's a nice little celebration of your troop there with your girls. So we're going to shake this up really quick. I know it's going to be a little loud, so I apologize. But we're going to shake this up. Make sure you have... All right, so I've shaken up my gorp. So you can have a big bowl. You can have the girls stir it. Maybe each girl take a turn stirring it with a spoon if you guys are meeting in person. Or if the girls have created their own in a separate bag, maybe you laid out all the ingredients separately. And so you have them make their own based on the things they like to put in it. So have them just leave it all separate or leave it all in layers in their bag. And then when you get to that last part, have them shake it up really nice, which is awesome. So it's a great way to incorporate it into your troop meeting. All right. And also it's a great snack that the girls can enjoy as well. All right, so that's kind of our GORP activity. So for those of you that have been tuning in, do you guys have a favorite rededication ceremony that you guys like to do with your Girl Scout troops? Feel free to pop those in the comment box. I would love to see and share those out. If anybody has any fun ones, another great way to do this virtually, I know a lot of people have asked how you can do things virtually, is you can have girls really put anything they want in GORP. So you can have them, if you're doing it virtually or on Zoom, have them grab, 5 snacks that they really like and have them add it and they can all mix it. And then that's a great way for girls to share out what they put in and why, and maybe ask them what it represents for their Girl Scout journey as well. So also if ways to implement in your troop, if you have, or if all the girls in your troop have been in Girl Scouts before, have them help plan. Maybe ask them, remember the fun ceremony we did last year when we came back to Girl Scouts? What do you guys want to do this year? And maybe do it around Juliet Gordon's birthday, which is October 31st, to celebrate Founders Day. So it's a great way to incorporate that fun Girl Scout holiday as well here. I know we always love celebrating Girl Scout Juliet Gordon Lowe's birthday, which is Founders Day. So that kind of wraps up our rededication ceremony. Remember, this ceremony is for girls who are returning to Girl Scouts, and it can be girl-led. So ask your girls maybe some things they would like to do, or a quick Google search of all those fun rededication ceremonies. I'm going to pop, before I log off, I'm going to pop another awesome link in there for you guys so you guys can look and see what some of those rededication ceremonies look like. I know there's a lot that have things that are more traditional, that have flashlights and candles. And I remember as an older girl, we loved doing certain rededication ceremonies because they were really traditional and really dug into the foundations of Girl Scouts, which is awesome. And those are great ones to do with your older girls as well. So I'll pop that into our comments and chat box. But until then, if you guys have any questions, leave them in that comment box. I will put my contact information in there as well, so you guys can reach out, ask me questions if need to. But enjoy your GORP if you made some GORP alongside me, or if you have girls that are going to be making GORP. I know it's one of my favorite Girl Scout snacks. But again, if you guys have questions about rededication ceremonies, don't hesitate. I'm here to help. All our Girl Scout volunteers are here to help as well. And there's awesome resources that you guys can use too, and I will pop those in the comments as well. But that's all for me tonight, guys. Have a great night. Happy Tuesday. And I will see you guys later. Bye now.